Our topic is government corruption in Chad. Why is government corruption an issue?
Corruption discourages foreign investors from building in countries known to ask for bribes or to raise taxes and laws. If investors aren't willing to build in certain countries, the economy will be strained, causing poverty.
Why is Chad the focus of this project?
Chad ranked 165 out of 174 countries in Transparency International's 2012 Corruption Perceptions Index. Corruption is an issue in the judicial system, the police force, the legislation, the tax administration, and far more.
What is the history of government corruption in Chad?
Corruption takes place in several forms, including nepotism and cronyism. Nepotism is a form of favoritism shown to family members without regard to merit, while cronyism is favoritism shown to close friends. Chad is one of the last few countries that has not yet signed the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, and their enforcement of the anti-corruption law is poor.
What are some examples of corruption in Chad's judicial system?
The judicial system is the system of courts that interprets and applies the law in the name of the state. In Chad's judicial system, judges who try to maintain independence are often harassed, and most government officials enjoy impunity. Businesses often pay bribes to influence judicial decisions.
How is corruption present in the police force?
There is an abuse of power in Chad's police force. Police do not enforce court orders against military personnel or members of their own ethnic group, and security forces often engage in petty corruption, violence, and extortion. They are almost always not punished for these actions.
What does the land administration in Chad look like?
Dealing with the Chadian land administration can lead to high risks of corruption for businesses. Although property rights are clearly defined by a Chadian law, they are not sufficiently enforced. Conflicts over land titles are common in Chad, and companies should note the risk of fraud in property transactions. There are no clear regulations concerning rights of indigenous peoples, tribes, and farmers for land use, and land disputes are often resolved privately.
Is corruption an issue that concerns natural resources?
Oil extraction makes up one of the biggest parts of Chad's economy. There is much secrecy around oil deals between companies and the government, which generally results in a high risk of corruption and mismanagement. Although Chad has a large amount of natural resources, the citizens of Chad face food insecurity. This can be connected to corruption and the misuse of land and market distortion.
How are irregular payments and bribes common in Chad?
Irregular payments and bribes in Chad are often attributed to the awarding of public contracts or licenses. Businesses report that favoritism in the decisions made by the government officials occur often, and public funds are generally diverted. Procurement officials generally favor negotiated deals rather than implemented standard procedures, and often delay the process of awarding contracts to extort more bribes.
How is corruption connected to the public procurement?
Evidence suggests that officials involved in tender are required to pass on envelopes with bribes to their superiors. The money is extracted from business executives who are awarded the public contracts. Public funds are often diverted based on favoritism of government officials. Laws prohibit government officials from engaging in commercial activities. However, contracts for construction are often awarded to people connected with government officials.
What are the steps to fight corruption in Chad?
The government has taken legal steps to fight corruption in recent years. Several high-level officials have been either dismissed or arrested. However, observers say these initiatives are politically motivated, and there are no clear indications of a firm commitment to eradicate corruption.